Hey everyone, Diego here. Welcome back to my channel. This time around we have Blurple versus Aliens. This deck honestly caught me by surprise toward the end game, and you'll see just why. And as always, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Now let's get right into it. So we start off by drawing a Tipo, Diablo, Rabbit, two Scrooges, a Go, and a Snake. I decided to replace a Scrooge since I already have another in hand, a Goat since I prefer seeing it later in the game, and a Snake for the same reasons as Goat, where it has more value during the mid to end game. Also, I already have a Tipo as my 2-drop, which will allow us to play a 4-drop on turn 3. And I end up drawing into a Chernobog's Followers, Magdug Manor, and a Maleficent. Pretty good hand. Unfortunately, I don't think our opponent found any 1-drops in their starting hand, so they just inked and passed. We inked the Tipo, played a Maleficent and passed. And then they inked the David, played a Mr. Smee and sent it back to us. We quest with the Maleficent for 2. I'm pulling up my lore counter here. Get that 2 lore. I ink a Chernobog's Followers, and for 2 I play Tipo, allowing me to ink a mystery card. My opponent inks a Smash and plays a John Silver. And then here she chooses Tipo to prevent him from attacking on my turn. Mr. Smee quests for 1, and then my opponent passes. I ready up, set, draw. I quest for a total of 3 with Maleficent and Tipo, putting me to 5 to my opponent's 1. I ink a Snake, and for 4 I play a Scrooge. Playing Scrooge on turn 3 is crazy because he's a 5 strength, 5 willpower, so he's just a tough character to take out. Our opponent inks a Piglet, plays a Kita bodyguard, and then for 2 plays a Councilwoman. And then they quest from Mr. Smee and John Silver for a total of 2. I quest for a total of 5 with Scrooge, Maleficent, and Tipo. Feels nice. I ink a Sell the Azurite Sea. I play a Rabbit, drawing a card, and pass. This is my first time facing an alien deck, and I love facing decks that I have no idea what they do. And Lorcana is just one of those games where anybody can make any deck they want, and there are so many viable strategies out there, even though they might not be meta, but they can catch players by surprise and they can take some dubs. My opponent plays World's Greatest Criminal Mind, taking out my Scrooge. That card is crazy, and they had mentioned that they only run 1 in the deck, so I came to them at the right time as Scrooge was out there on my side of the board. So then my opponent challenges my Maleficent with their Mr. Smee, banishing my Maleficent, and then they quest with the Councilwoman, giving all other aliens +1 lore. So that means John Silver quested for a total of 2. I play a Magdug Manor, and then I quest with Rabbit and Tipo for a total of 2. And my apologies again for the glare. I know that the Magdug Manor right now is hard to see. My opponent draws, return. Think Daisy Duck and play a Billy Bones just after I played my location as well. You know, I've always wanted to make a theme deck for Lorcana. I think the first theme deck that I wanted to make was a Sword in the Stone deck, which I'm planning on making a video of in the future. I just hope they get more support. Like, I really want to see Madame M Tiger or Merlin Mouse, and I hope they have really cool effects. I think Mouse will probably have evasive, right? And then Madame M Tiger maybe has like Rush. I don't know. Sounds like that would fit though. My opponent quest for 1 with the Kita, for 1 with the Councilwoman, and for 2 with John Silver, thanks to Councilwoman's effect. Pretty close game. At first I was kind of racing away, and now it's pretty close. I ain't sell the Azurite C for turn. I'll play a goat, gaining a lore. Play a snake, bouncing goat, gaining another lore. And then I quest for a 1 with the rabbit. And pass. My opponent readies up. Fire the canyons on my rabbit. The quest for 1 with the Kita, quest for 1 with the Councilwoman, and John Silver once again, quest for 2. And Billy Bones crashes into Rabbit, both get taken out. And they pass. I play a goat, gaining a lore. And my opponent concedes. GG's. Blurple Aggro takes game 1. Alright, game 2, let's go. We start off with Sail the Azurite Sea, Magic Broom, Turner Box Followers, Snake, Fox, Let It Go, and a Tipo. I'm thinking I just want to keep Magic Broom, Turner Box Followers, and Sail the Azurite Sea. That way, once after I Sail the Azurite Sea, I can play another 1-drop, because I wouldn't want to ink an additional time for turn and have a ready ink go to waste. So yeah, getting back to what I was saying before, if you were to make a theme deck based on one movie, what deck would it be? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, like I said before, Sword in the Stone, 100%. Okay, so I start off by inking Merlin Crab, and I play a Journal Box Followers and pass my turn. My opponent inks a Daisy Duck and passes. Oof. Unfortunately, no 1-drop. I ink a Magic Broom, play Sail the Azurite Sea, draw. I ink an Elsa, thanks to Sail the Azurite Sea. And with that ink, I play a Maleficent, pass. Hopefully my opponent has a 2-drop. My opponent inks a Piglet and plays a Kita Bodyguard. I ready up, draw. I quest with the Journal Box Followers for 1. Pop it to draw. I ink a Friends on the Other Side. And for 4, I play a Magduck Manor. And I quest for 2 with the Maleficent and send it back to my opponent. They play a David after inking a Smash and questing for 1 with the Kita and passing. I ready up, gain 2 lore thanks to Manor, gain 2 more lore thanks to Maleficent. I ink a Sail the Azurite Sea, play a second Magduck Manor, and pass. Having locations that gain lore are pretty good because it puts your opponent in a spot where, like, do they take out your locations or do they deal with your characters? And in the meantime, as they're taking care of one of those, the other one is either questing or challenging or singing. So it's, you know, puts you in a good spot. I draw. Forgot to mention that my opponent played Stitch Team Underdog and took out my Maleficent with the 1 damage it deals when entering play. I play a White Rose, gaining a lore. Gonna play a crab and pass. At this point, I just wanted to put as many characters on board because I figured that my opponent doesn't really have any kind of board wipe removal or mass removal. So I'm not afraid of putting or flooding my board with characters, even if their effects aren't being used, I guess, efficiently, because you know you don't really want to play a crab just to play a crab. You want to play a crab to contest, to give the challenger +3 to one of your other characters to contest a big character on your opponent's board. But I don't think my opponent has any big characters, so we're just trying to race here. And we're at 19 to their 6, so far so good. And I think this is pretty much GG's. But as I was mentioning before, check this out. They were at 6, and now they're at 12, and now they're at 16. They gained 10 lore in one turn. One turn. I would have never expected, like, if they were at 10 and they gained 10 lore out of nowhere, that would have been crazy. I would have just never expected that. And did I mention the fact that I had 3 Magtic Manners on my side of the field? Crazy. Crazy match. I should call this deck real estate, honestly. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you. This game was not the most competitive like meta decks, but it was, honestly, it was truly fun. It was a breath of fresh air. So once again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy questing.